the final countdown. The final countdown.
Hey guys, welcome back to Tanks with Final, or Tanks with Final, whatever you want to call it. I think this is about the fourth time I've tried to record this one. But of course we'll be doing a quick review on the Tier 9 German medium, the E50. Just go over a few stats and tell you a bit about the tank, what I think of it, and then we'll get on to some gameplay. Alright, so it's one of the oldest tanks in the game, the E50. It's the original German medium, Tier 9. Of course, there is the Leopard Prototype A in there now. But a long time ago, years and years ago, this was as high as you could get. There was no further in the medium, apart from the E50. That was it. Then I think patch 7.5 brought in the Tier 10 medium tanks. Of course, it was the same with the tank destroyers. There was no Tier 10 tank destroyers. But of course, they're bringing that in, and now they're bringing in Tier 10 light tanks, so that's a lot of fun. Anyway, about the tank. 390 average damage. Solid. One of the highest for medium tanks in the game that don't have autoloaders. But solid standard shot. I think most of the Russians are about 320. The British are 390 as well. Penetration 220, adequate, perfectly adequate for Tier 9. I do take some APCR rounds with me, but I don't really find myself using them very often at all. Reload time 7.6 seconds. Now some of the tanks you'll be facing, lower tiers than you, they have that kind of reload time, and they're only doing 180, 200 damage. So it's a very nice reload time. It is slower than the rest of the than a lot of the Tier 9 mediums, but at 3,000 average damage per minute, it's nothing to scoff at really, and you're getting that 390 average damage. 1.85 second aiming time. That's quick, regardless of what anything else. That is quick for a gun, for a 105mm at least. 0.26 accuracy. Again, that's incredible. That is the same as a standard Gorilla 15, which is one of the most accurate guns in the game. 1750 hit points. Yeah, it's a little on the high side for your Tier 9 mediums, but it's good. Hull armor is 150mm at the front, which has got that nice slope on it, so you bounce a lot of shots off this upper glacis. Now the lower glacis is, I think it's about 100, 150 as well. Effectively it's 185. So angled reasonable well like this, you can get some bounces off that as well. Side armor 80mm, so it is perfect for side scraping. Nothing in the game is going to overmatch that side armor. The bad news about this tank is the turret. Now, what I say is 185mm at the front of the turret, which is true. At Tier 8 and below, that would be adequate. But the problem is most guns you're facing now have at least 200mm of penetration. How the Pershing even has 190mm of penetration, which will go through that turret armor. It is sloped back a little bit, maybe 10 degrees, but it doesn't do anything. So you want to take one of these out, don't shoot here. Don't shoot the upper or lower glacis. Shoot the turret. Doesn't matter. Anywhere. Front, side, rear, shoot the turret. Just try not to hit the mandolin. That will give you some problems. Heavy tank, over 60 tons. So that does mean that you need to ram something. You can ram it. Just don't go try ramming one of these, please. You will come off second best. Anyway, what else we got? It was a little sluggish, but it's still mobile. It's still good medium. It's nothing like Super Pershing, and it will do 60 kilometers, and it will do that on the flat. 37 degrees per second traverse, nothing wrong with that at all. And it's got 400mm spotting view range. Now I have taken chocolate on my E50, and to prevent those fires, I have preventative maintenance on my driver, and I also have 4 crew members with the firefighting ability, just in case someone does light us on fire. But apart from that, let's hop into some gameplay. Alright guys, here we go. We're in a tier 10 battle on Al Haluf. This map's actually growing on me quite a bit. Gone are the days where it was very one-sided map. Now it's actually pretty even, both sides. Generally you find 80% of your team will head north to what's known as Heavy Tank Corner. But of course, you know, I've got reasonable armour on me, I know how to angle it, and I've got a good gun, so I'm going to head down there too. Hopefully I can get down there first to get some spots and fire a few shots off before anybody else. Get some early damage in. Now this map has been changed time and time again. Trying to get it balanced, trying to get it enjoyable, and I think they've finally hit at the right note here. It's actually quite a nice map to play. So here, what we're going to do is try and poke this ridge. Now, you don't have the best gun depression on this tank. It's 8 degrees, but that's not the whole story. It's 8 degrees over the side of the tank. Now, at the front of the tank, it's probably closer to about 6 degrees of gun depression. So to really get the most out of this tank, you want to be angling it and getting your gun over the side to get your gun down. Get a sneaky shot into that T125 as he comes over the ridge. I really don't know what this guy was doing. He sort of just threw his whole tank away. Get a shot there into the Scorpion. And we're sitting on over 1,000 damage already, and it hasn't even been a kill. So that's the thing I'm finding a lot more and more with these tier 10 battles. That you need to be up to 2,500 damage before the first kill drops. Really just depends on how the teams are sorting out. But that's our first kill on the Bat Chatillon, the tier 9. Interesting story about that. I won't go into it now, but that actually replaced another French medium, which hasn't been seen for a while, the Lorraine 40T. Anyway, so we're going after this. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but it's another tier 8 German premium medium. Like we don't have enough in the game already. So I'm going after him, and this with standard rounds has enough to go straight through the centre of his turret. Got a nice gun, that Schwarpanzer, but not quite as good as this. Yeah, I put a shot into the lower glacis of the E50. The main reason I could do that is because he was angling his tank up, which meant that his lower glacis was presenting more of a flat surface, which was handy to have. Now we're coming up behind this AMX, just get a sneaky shot in there, finish him off. And I feel like this next bit I probably could have handled a little better, but I made a bit of a mess of it. It works out in the end, but still, it's a bit of hash, and I probably could have got a bit more damage. So there's a Yag Tiger over there, and that should have been a penetrating shot. And sadly, it wasn't. I don't know why. I don't know where it went. But so he's just fired, and luckily he only tracked me. I was very lucky with that shot. And then the shot I just fired, again, no idea where it went. I mean, this has got enough penetration to be going straight through the front of his hull. I mean, it's a reasonable distance, but it should still be just be going straight through like butter. And we're going to come around this corner and surprise this E75 after we repair our tracks from again the AMX. So we're going to take one shot into him, and then we've got an E100 on full health and a T57 heavy on 700 and something health. So I'll put one into the back of the E100 there. Now I'm trying to light his engine on fire. We take a return shot there from the T57. Now this friendly Emil, he's popping up to take some of the damage for me. Sadly the T57 does take him out. And then the object's going up there. Now I take the E100 out, but I leave the 268 to take care of that T57 Heavy. Now that may come back to bite me in the ass for not killing that T57 Heavy. But that's fine. So now we're carrying on, and we're just basically cleaning up, mopping up now. There's there's Namex there, take them out, easy, no problem. Now we've just got the T110E4 left. And racing, trying to get killing here. It's a shame, because if I had killed that T57 Heavy, this could have been a top gun. Sadly it wasn't, and that's that, and I'll bring up screenshots. Alright, so that was a ace tanker game in the E50 on Al Haloof. It was a tier 10 game, so at least I can't be accused of clubbing seals in a tier 9 game. So we did 4,400 damage and got a reasonable amount of XP. But other than that, I'll leave you with the rest of these screenshots and some music. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time.